see this beautiful Ghanaian meat pie? Please stay tuned and I am going to show you how I put this amazing pie together. Thank you for watching. Hello family, welcome to She's World. My name is Sheila, but you can call me She. In today's episode, I am going to show you how we make Ghanaian meat pie. I was craving for some pastries and then I said, why not make me some pie? So I'm going to run you through the ingredients of what I'm going to be using. The beef I would be using, I'm going to use the one for the stew meat. So if you go to the store, get that. I always like it a bit more chunky because I want to bite into something when I'm eating my pie. And then I have here 2 you can go potatoes I chopped up. I always like that in my filling. And then half an onion right here. I have a little bit of milk that I'll be using to mix up with my flour mixture. And then this is going to be my egg for my egg wash. And then in this one I have black pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder with salt that I just mixed together. And then I need 2 sticks of butter. In here I have 3 cups of flour, a pinch of salt, a teaspoon of baking soda or baking powder, and then half a teaspoon of nutmeg. These are the ingredients that I'm going to be using. So I'm first going to make the filling. Come with me and I'll show you how I put the filling together. So in here I have about 3 tablespoons of oil. Go ahead and add your meat and the onions, and of course season the layer with a tablespoon of the black pepper mixture, and then that's it. If you don't like too much cayenne pepper, just put a pinch of it, but I like that heat that it gives me when I bite into it. Because I am adding the potatoes, I always add it at the same time so that the potatoes can be fully cooked through. I'm going to cook this down at least for 10 minutes and then I'll show you how it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to make my dough right now. I'm going to add I used unsalted butter because when I've tried this recipe with salted butter, I found that it gives it a salty taste and I really didn't like that aftertaste. But if all you have is the salted butter, then go ahead and use it. Just make sure you don't add salt to the flour. Okay, so after I mixed up the 2 sticks of butter with the 3 cups of flour, this is what I have. I'm just gradually going to add the milk so that I can get the perfect consistency I'm looking for. You don't want it too mushy, you just want it the right texture where you can mold it. Okay, so I did not, as you can see, I did not use all of the milk. I probably used about 6 tablespoons of it. I'm going to wrap this and then I'll put it in the refrigerator while I work on my filling. So I've been cooking this down for 15 minutes. This looks amazing. What I did do was add a cup of beef broth to it and just let it cook down on medium heat. So what happens is it makes the meat soft enough just right there where you want it. I also added just a teaspoon of flour to a bit of water because what I like my pie is almost like you have a sauce in the pie. That's what I want. So that's exactly what I'm looking for. So when I make the pie, it's not dry, it has a bit of juice in it. So this is done. We are completely done here. I'm going to let this cool. So now that our filling is ready, we have gone ahead to take the dough from the refrigerator. Just go ahead and put yourself a bit of flour. As I kept saying the dough was rich, Casey said if the dough is rich, then the dough should give us some of his money, which I thought was really, really funny. I thought I'll share it with everyone. Okay, so now I have the dough rolled out. This is what I'm going to do. If you don't have any round thing to cut with or to measure with, just look for the smallest lid you have in the house. You don't have to go out to buy anything new. And then this is absolutely perfect. So I'm going to cut all these out and then I'm going to fill it out. What I did do is preheat the oven to 350 degrees. And then I also put this on the baking sheet right there because I don't like that it sticks to the pan when I bake it, so I learned to do this. So just go ahead and move all these away and then we'll put the filling in. I'll show you the first one. This is exactly the consistency I want. What I do is I put a bit of egg wash here because I don't want to seal it and then it comes off during the baking process. So just go ahead and put the filling in there. I like to use my hand to seal it. If you want, you can use a fork, but I figured this was more nicer in presentation. That's why I used my hand. And also the dough looks big because I had 2 portions. Like I said, I used 6 cups instead, so I had 2 portions of the pie. Alright, so our pie is done here. All I'm going to do right now is just egg wash it so that when the pie bakes, it gives it this beautiful golden brown color. I'm going to go ahead and pop it in the oven at 360 degrees, and then I'll show you how this beautiful rich pie looks like. When you see these cracks on it, it tells you how rich your dough is. All these cracks are indication of a very, very, very rich dough. So that is it. I'll just poke one hole just to let the air into it so it can release the air pockets. That's it. I'm gonna put it in the oven. All right, everybody, you all know that this will not be done without a taster. Taster, you want to say hi?
Hello.
Okay, Taster, please taste this rich pie and let us know how it tastes like. Yeah, the pie is so rich, and then it's hot too. Honey, be careful. It's so rich and it's so flaky, so it's just falling apart.
And that seasoning of the meat and the vegetables, the potatoes, that's really good.
Thank you, honey. Thank you. Once again, thank you so much for being a part of our family. Please like, share, subscribe, and tell everyone you know about it. Have a lovely day, everybody. Bye.